Hi, and thank you for tuning in to Gloryfall Interactive here on Light Network, a resource for you and your worship team to become better musicians and worship leaders. Today we're working on Oceans by Joel Houston, Matt Crocker, and Solomon Lighthelm. It's in the key of D. We're going to give you tips on how to approach this song and use it in a time of worship.
In the instrumental build-up, the chords are B minor, A over C sharp, D, then an A, then a G. On top of that, you will hear a melody that is played on the 7th fret, and it's like this. So it's an F sharp, a D with an open E on top of it. So while the bass notes are changing, so it follows, it also changes. So then for A, then G,
the song has straightforward bass lines, using whole notes on slow parts and 8 notes on the driven parts. One good thing that you could also make use of is space. So there are parts of the song that you don't even need to play. Just let the other, let the singer sing and let the message be heard, basically. Songs like these sometimes calls for that idea. So if you listen to the song, whenever a part is beginning, you can just lay down a simple bass line. Then when it's being driven, you can do an 8 notes pluck, just like this. End with a whole note. That pretty much covered the song.
2 things that I'm going to show you with this particular song. Keep in mind that it's been sung very sweetly or in a very sweet fashion. So you would want to do and play it in the same manner as well. Also, take note of the passing chord that I will be doing. And this is a 1/3, or in this particular key, it's going to be D over F sharp. And it's going to go like this. Passing chord, passing chord, and then intro. Notice that in the first part, I kept on playing whole notes while everybody else was doing busy with their respective instruments. And then for the passing chord, it wasn't used very so often, only for specific points.
Something to get started with as you learn this song is to play quarter notes in the bass drum. So if you're counting the song 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then 16th notes in the hand. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And so just to be able to do this means that you can get through the interlude sections, essentially, and that would be this. And then you can work on moving that around the kit while playing it. And then adding accents, which I actually started to do there, so check it out. And then you could put in buzzes or other things to develop it, but essentially you keep this single stroke roll happening. Now the next thing that I want to point out is the chorus groove, and that has the 16th note pattern on the hi-hat, single-handed 16ths, but you're really driving the 8th note as the accent, and that would sound like this. So if we were to play it with the incorrect one, versus this, and then if you listen, you'll notice that there's this tambourine. So I like to just let up on the hi-hat a little bit to give it this kind of an open, and it mimics this tambourine-ish vibe. So work it out.
It's important to understand the background of the songs we sing and have scriptures that support these songs. Matthew 14 talks about Jesus walking on the water. Oceans is an application of this passage to our lives today. When we face many different things, the storms, the waves, the trials that we go through in our lives, really we need to put our trust in Jesus and keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. And as we put our faith in Him, He'll take us places further than we ever imagined that we can go. Trust in Jesus. Put your faith in Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith.
Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand will be my guide. My feet may fail and fear surrounds me. You've never failed, and you won't start now. So I will call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you would call me.
We hope this has been helpful for you. Remember, as you strive for excellence, it's not about performance, it's about worship. Make Gloryfall Interactive your resource for worship leading. You can do this by connecting with us through Facebook, facebook.com/gloryfall, or our website, gloryfall.net. You can ask us any questions you have about worship and worship leading, and we'll do our best to get you the answer you're looking for. Thank you for tuning in to Gloryfall Interactive here on Light Network, working with you for excellence in worship.